So today I'm going to restore this little jack plane. It says New York Tool Company on the toe, and Auburn Tools Thistle brand on the iron. The iron's in pretty good shape, but it definitely needs sharpened. Let's look up New York Tool Company. New York Tool Company. The Auburn Tool Company used this brand name on planes from 1864 to 1893. So, and this looks like is probably the C stamp. Somebody's beat the shit out of it, so I don't know. But probably C. Which says found frequently. So it's a pretty common plane. It's in pretty good shape. It does need cleaned up, and the blade needs sharpened. But yeah, 1864 to 1893. So I'm gonna start off by just making sure the bottom is flat. I'm not that worried about it being square necessarily. I won't be using it as a shooting plane, but I do want to make sure it's flat and there's no hollows or twist or anything like that in here. And it is very flat across the width. And the length is very good also. Let me check it with there's a little bit of a bow right in the middle, but it's definitely not bad. I'm gonna plane off just a little. Really right here. That is the main spot. Alright, that's probably good. Perfect. It wasn't much, but there was that little bit that was going to cause problems eventually. So I'm going to take a card scraper and kind of clean that up a little bit. And we are still flat all the way across in every direction. want to check for wind because sometimes these planes can twist over time. So I want to make sure that it's not twisted. So, these winding sticks on here and just sight down them. It looks pretty straight. All right, so now the sole is perfectly flat. It has no wind in it. No cupping or bowing anywhere. It is perfect across the full length. So, what I want to do now is clean it up a little bit. There's some old paint, there's some more paint. It's just kind of dirty in general. I'm gonna use some old steel wool and just kind of lightly get all this shit off of here. Now that it's cleaned up, I want to put a coat of boiled linseed oil on here. That way this can be drying while I work on the iron. And while that's drying, I'm gonna get started on this iron. You can see that. Thistle brand, Auburn tools. It's very dull. So I'm going to start off on the grinding wheel to establish a bevel. And I'll move from there on to diamond stones. Man, this thing was bad. It had been probably sharpened by hand and then not very well done. It's actually, it looks like it's out of square also, which will be a problem. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's out by at least a 1/16. So I'm going to have to knock off a bunch on this side just to make it square. Alright, so I got it kind of halfway Definitely not sharp, but it's getting better. So I'm gonna move on to the diamond stones. I think this is 320, 600, and 1200. So I've worked all the way through from 320 up to 1200 on the iron. And now I'm going to take the cap iron and make sure this area where they meet is absolutely flat. Then it's just put it all back together. On the cap iron, I set it as close to the cutting edge of the iron as I can get it to go. Tighten it down. And I usually check, make sure you can look between the cap iron and the iron and see if you see any light coming through. If you see light, then they're not meeting up properly, and shavings will get in there, clog it up, and cause problems. But I don't see any light, so we should be good here. So I just got to put it all back together. This thing should have soaked up all the oil that it's going to. Just wipe off maybe a little bit of excess. Shavings, but they're real thin or narrow. Just a little bit more. There we go. These are looking better. Try to give it just a little more and see if we can get a little better shaving. Well, they're not going to win any planing contest. But some of these are pretty decent shavings. Well, if you guys like that video, you want to see more of me explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it, instead of having to read it on the screen, leave a comment, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go back to doing the silent videos.